Hello, everyone. Welcome to Liberal Tarot. I'm Sherry, and I'm a blue dot in a red state utilizing Tarot to help us navigate these very interesting times we've got going on here in the United States. So I'm really glad that you're here and welcome. The focus of today's reading is I can't even believe I'm saying these words, but the immigration reality TV show. I mean, talk about something that would be completely on brand for this administration. I am utterly disgusted by even the prospect of this. So, am I biased against reality TV? Yes. Am I especially biased against this proposal? Absolutely. Okay, so I got this information. It was reported everywhere. This is information I got from Time Magazine. Rob Warsoff is the producer of shows like Duck Dynasty and Alpha Dogs, is said to have pitched this show to previous Democratic administrations. He's claiming that DHS appears to be seriously considering this show, but a spokesperson for the Department of Homeland Security is saying they have not received it, nor does Gnome or, Cosplay Barbie even know about it. So, my base reading is going to be, is this show going to happen? And what I just want to start with that. Is this show going to happen? As I said, it's completely on brand for this administration. I mean, I'm surprised he's not, frothing at the mouth at, this prospect of a reality TV show. I'm surprised he's not trying to make, the weekly cabinet meetings, monetizing off that as a reality TV show. We got the White House Apprentice edition going on there weekly. So why not? But anyway, I will take a look at this. And as I said, I just want to start with the base reading and then we'll kind of see where it goes from there. Okay. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. I got those upside down. Okay, so entertainment purposes only. Let's just do a base reading into this reality TV show on immigration that this producer is putting forth. Is it going to happen? What's the likelihood? All that great stuff. Okay, so reality TV show. What's that looking like? Okay, so the heart of this is the Lover's card. I mean, they're pretty passionate about this idea. And this guy, Rob, is, he said he has pitched this show idea to previous Democratic administrations. Thankfully, I don't know how long this guy has had this idea, but thankfully, good sense has prevailed up until this point. So it's something that he's not letting go apparently, and he has pitched it to this administration. So he says the Department of Homeland Security is saying they have not received it. So I just want to make that very clear. The challenge of this is how can we make this happen? And these are major arcana cards coming up here right at the heart of this. So, I am, with these cards coming up, I'm going to tend to believe Mr. Warsoff over the Department of Homeland Security, just because this is he is very passionate about it. How can he make this happen? So if they have not received it, if he's not been allowed to pitch this yet, he's pitching it first then in the court of public opinion. And this very well may be that, they're trying to see how does the public receive this, okay, before they, do any commitment, past this. Options. Yeah, they're waiting to see. That's exactly what I thought. They're very interested. They want to see kind of how can we make this happen. But the options are, let's wait and see how people react to this reporting. That's kind of the wait and see. And that's typically, their MO. That's what Trump does. He just throws shit to the wall, sees what sticks, sees, kind of what is going to be acceptable, what isn't going to be acceptable. And yeah, goes from there. The root of this is the High Priestess. I believe that this is in talks. They're keeping it under wraps. This is a card of the answers are there, like things are happening, but it's behind the scenes. Okay, so the past experiences are that I'm a little surprised, only in that this has been kept under wraps for as long as it has. So that's kind of makes me wonder if there really was previous pitches to previous administrations, or is this just like kind of the first, like trying to normalize it? That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Like if they actually really did pitch this, or is this just they're saying it because they're trying to normalize it, like things going on behind the scenes. We're going to see how people, react to this. That's really the feeling I'm getting here with those two cards. Recent influences. Yeah, this guy thinks that this is, money to be made, and just how utterly disgusting I'm interjecting this, that how utterly disgusting that they're seeing that a game show literally about people's lives is something that they can make money off of. Okay, I find that disgusting. Okay, and the potential here is, yeah, they want to make this. I think, if I'm taking a step back and looking at this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards. So this is going to be a big push for this. I think that look for messaging. This is what I'm getting with these two cards is, if we can present this in a way that the American people will accept it, then that's kind of how this is looking. Like, we're going to throw things to the wall, see what sticks. We can monetize this. We can make money off this. And they think it's just a great idea. Okay. I'm going to put this out there that anybody associated with this show, if it gets made, any network, any sponsor, any advertisers will be dead to me forever. Okay, that's just the way that is going to be. This is utterly disgusting, and I can't even believe I'm reading on this, and that it's showing that, yeah, if they can find a way to make this work, they are absolutely going to be doing it. Okay. Where do I want to go from here with this? Let me just, I don't even know where to go with this, because this is like, yeah, these two cards they see a way to make money on this, and yes, they're going to make it happen. So let me just do 3 cards. Anything else that I need to know about this? Anything else that I need to know? New beginnings, new way forward. How can we, how can we make this happen? They're definitely going to be in talks about this, and quickly. Is this going to be something that we're going to see in the fall lineup? Is this going to be a show that we actually see that's actually going to be made and in the fall lineup? Hands are going to be tied. Okay. That's good to know, because better, it's like better people prevail, better minds prevail in this. So it's like, yes, they want to make this happen. There's definitely talks going on very quick. Like, they want this to happen now. It's like, strike while the iron's hot, type thing. And this is saying that better minds will prevail in this. Better sense will prevail. And that going back and forth is kind of like trying to, I almost get this feeling of like trying to placate. So like shopping this around, shopping this show around, like who's going to actually be a network that takes this show? Because I think that they're going to get shut down a lot. So are they going to find a network that would actually take this just pile of crap that they're trying to sell for entertainment purposes only? So are they going to find a network? walking away, and this is walking away from, this emotions. This could be walking away from common sense, walking away from decency, walking away from anything that makes us a great country. It's like we're just gonna throw those values away. Let's see what else comes up here. Moving in a new direction. These are both moving in new directions, and Page of Pentacles. MAGA, I kind of see this sometimes as my MAGA card. You've got red hats here, finding a network. They may have a little bit of a hard time finding a network, but it's like, I'm sure Fox would show it, or OAN, or, I don't even know what channels do they watch. I don't even care or know. So this is like, they may have a hard time finding it. I'm kind of wondering, will this administration even still be in office for this to be a possibility? Let me just ask that. Will this even... will we be saved from this nightmare show, nightmare administration, whatever, because these are not real. What I'm getting here is like, these are strong action cards, like at the beginning, but then it's like we're trying to decide. The Page of Pentacles is like they find a network, but this is not going to be CBS, NBC, the major networks. This is like a minor, and I kind of almost wonder, Trump's got Trash Social there. Is he going to try to do, like a network or something? I mean, it's like, this is not a major network if they find this. So as far as being saved from this, being left out in the cold, fives and fives, and then coming together. I was asking, is there going to be something that kind of stops this? And, is this administration even going to be in office still? And this is like, these are minor fives. We may start seeing those. I'm going a different direction with this, and I understand, but this is like people left out in the cold, people fighting. I think that as people are waking up, they're realizing this Two of Cups, two sides coming together, hopefully to put a stop to this. Let's see here. What's this Two of Cups? Yeah, this is just the toxicity of this administration, planting seeds, and drunk on power. With this, if this happens, I'm getting that it's not the best that we can hope for right now is that it's not going to be on a major network. Okay. And let me pull this up here. This is probably where am I at? Yeah, this is not going to be a long reading today. I'm getting that, yeah, they're shopping this around, but I think if this happens, it's going to be on a minor network. I'm not seeing this as a major network. It's like all of this work leading up to like it doesn't happen, almost that feeling, but that they're not letting it go. And there's like a minor, like this is either going to be like they start their own network. I mean, would we be surprised? Or a minor, network that like we've never heard of or something like that might carry it. As far as like, is this administration even going to still be around? We're going to start hearing more and more about just like the infighting. There's a glare on this. The infighting, the bickering, and I'm going to read this with my liberal bias and say that it's music to our ears. But, if I was going to really look at this, I think that, they're going to say everything's fine, but there's going to still be the infighting, and that we will be getting the news on, we'll be hearing that kind of stuff. And with them still being around, you've got, this is just drunk on power. They've been making these plans for a while, and this show is right on brand for them. So as far as it happening, if it happens, it will be on a network that we will gladly be able to avoid. So I will say that. And I don't know that it's going to be on, like, I don't see this happening like this fall. I would be a little surprised. There's nothing, I mean, I just think that they're going to find that the American people do not have an appetite for this. And what we're seeing right now is that messaging of, so we're just going to, throw that out there and see if people like this and see what happens. So I don't know that that's, I'm just not getting a lot with, there's a lot of, like, a big push for it, but then for it to actually happen, it just kind of, there wasn't a whole lot of, strong action cards there. So yeah, I'm not, that's kind of how I feel about that. So thank you for joining me. A little bit shorter reading today. There really wasn't a whole lot to look at other than, are they going to try to make it happen? Yes. Is it going to likely happen? If it does, it's going to be on a minor network. So I find it utterly disgusting, but it will be one of those things that sadly I will keep track of and I will watch. And if there's any more news on that, then we will see that. I will do a reading on that at that time. So thank you for joining me, and I will, subscribe, check out some other readings, and I will catch you on the next reading. Have a good day.